Unforgiving Ross-Abian Desert.
Good morning, Old Cooley Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and with me is Sabrina, putting on sunscreen. This is our last day on the Big Island. We are up here at the north end of the island, in the Pololu portion of the island, going to do the Pololu Trail down to Pololu Beach. This is at minimum 1.5 miles round trip, at maximum 4 miles round trip, depending on how far you walk along the beach. Once you get down to the beach, it's 400 feet down from the top of the Pali, which is the cliff, down to the beach, and then you got to come back up. It is hot, it is strenuous. There have been a lot of people being a-holes, mostly white people, I'm sure, because white people are a-holes, that have been here recently. So the state of Hawaii now has people monitoring parking and informing you of what to do and what not to do, and warning you about it, because this is a very steep hike. They say most of their broken legs and stuff happen because people aren't planning on it and aren't paying attention, and they happen less than 200 feet from the trailhead right here. So be careful going down the hike. And then they were warned about other things we can talk about down there. There's the burial site down there, and pretty much stay on the beach. Don't go swimming, especially today, because the low came in last night, and so it's a very stormy, wind currenty day out there, so don't go swimming on the beach. And then, yeah, we'll just go enjoy ourselves on the beach. I'll show you books. The Big Hiker's Guide to Hawaiian Islands with all the islands doesn't have it in here, but the 2 hiking books I have for the Big Island have them. Talk about, they both pretty much say the same thing. Minimum distance 1.5 miles, 400 feet, 45 minutes. Strenuous, be careful. You go down switchbacks all the way down, stay off the pond, and then walk across the beach and hang out on the beach somewhere. It is winter though, so it's not going to be much of a sandy beach at this point, especially near the water, which is fine because we're not going swimming anyway. So let's go check it out. All right, there's our vehicle. Trailhead sign. Go down and down. Private property and sensitive cultural sites, so aka when you get down to the bottom, stay on the beach. Don't go inland, don't go around the pond. Stay on the beach. Their elevation 430 feet. Down you go. Sooner we get out of the sun, the better, because it is hot. About 10:30 in the morning, and the temperature says it's 77, but with humidity and heat index, it's probably above 80 or so. And eventually we go all the way down there to the pond. Right there. It's just right there, Munchkin. It's only a half a mile and 400 feet down. I think it's closer to 3/4 of a mile, but yeah. 3/4 of a mile, 400 feet. So yes, it's strenuous. Nothing we shouldn't be able to handle, but that's because we are quote-unquote professionals. Gotta remember. No. But again, that's for the general public, you know, people who don't do any outside exercise. They just think they can just la-di-da about. That warning is mostly for people who the extent of their outdoor adventures is like when they go to Yellowstone, they walk around the boardwalks and that's it. Like, I know. Obviously for us, it's no big deal. You still gotta pay attention, but I mean, compared to some of the crap you've seen me do YouTube, this is a nice trail. It's wide. There's not a ton of stuff sticking out. It's not the steepest trail in the world. Now, coming back uphill in 80-degree weather will be a different story. But right now, this is beautiful. Yeah. And it's not like we need to run all the way back up. No. I was hoping to maybe be able to swim, but obviously that's not going to happen. So we'll just find ourselves a piece of shade underneath a tree and relax by the waves for a bit. Watch the big storm rollers roll in, take a long exposure of it, and enjoy a, for once, shady beach. Since most of the rest of our beaches have been pretty wide open and kind of hot. So now we can enjoy the warmth without getting roasted. Here, go stand there for a second. Just go stand right there for a second. For a thumbnail. In the sun, turn around, look at the camera, get in the sun. So I can see you. Absolutely gorgeous. Frickin' sweet. Doesn't look any rockier than the beaches on our coast. I mean, I ain't getting in the water. Those are big freaking waves, but now munchkin. Those are big frickin' rollers, dude. Oh yeah, dude, those are frickin' huge. Is it hot? Yes. Is it humid? Yes. Am I uncomfortable? Yes. But at the same time, it's not all that different than doing a hike in the desert, say Zion or Arches or the Grand Canyon, when you have to go up and down some elevation. It's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, don't be dumb. Don't rush up and down it. Take your time, make sure you bring water. And please, for the love of God, don't come out here and do this in sandals. You will become a statistic, and I will laugh at you. I'm getting shot for a couple of seconds, waiting for you to catch up. Are you though? Are you though, Munchkin? Huh? Every step we get closer to the ocean is a step closer to the ocean breeze. If you're wondering what the trail looks like, that's what the trail looks like. I don't feel like filming a whole bunch of people coming up and down the trail. So, you get to stare at occasional views of the waves. That's our elevation. Yeah, we've already come down 250 feet, so we're almost there.
How many?
We started at 432, we're at 160.
Well, what are we going down to?
Zero.
Oh, we're going to 0.
Sea level. That's easy math, Munchkin. Dum, dum. It sounds just like being at Rialto in November. Oh, there's the breeze, as if by magic. Go on. When we get to the bottom. Go. Get along, little doggy. And it appears we have reached the bottom. So there'll be this pond off to our right with a whole bunch of rock mounds. Don't go anywhere near those. Those are ancient Hawaiian burial grounds. Please don't mess with. So we'll just circle around to the left and go get on the beach and go find ourselves a spot to hang out on the beach.
They're behind ropes.
They're further, probably further back in there.
Actually, don't go behind the ropes. So I think it's just rocks. Yeah. Just rocks.
Somewhere in here. It's got to be around here somewhere. But the beach is this way.
Back there, the rope is over there.
Ah, so yeah, when you cross the creek. Caution, tree roots. Come out onto the beach. Whole bunch of impenetrable cliff over there. That way over there. So we'll go walk over there somewhere, go check out. Munchkin. Sabrina. Angle that way a little bit. So I can just walk that way. Alright, now I guess we'll go find ourselves a spot to hang out. So, the ropes back there. Stay out of that area. That is a long-time burial ground. Do not go in there. Do not be an a-hole. Stay along the beach.
What's down here?
Just the end of the beach. Go find yourself a spot to hang out. Between here and that next cliff. Somewhere. I don't care where. Want to sit on that log?
Well, it's on the ground.
Then you can't see anything. Sit on the
I
log.
want to be able to have my back against something. Or
So lean up against the log.
Logs are comfortable.
That's what you got towels for. Planning ahead. I'd rather sit on the rock and actually be able to see something than sit on the dirt and see nothing but rock. All right, I think this is gonna be our spot because the sun is gonna go that direction, so it's gonna stay in the trees the whole time, so we'll be in shade. And this will be our view. I'll post the long exposure right about there, and we'll hang out here for a bit. Now we're gonna walk along the beach front to the next Pali or cliff. It has a name. It's like, I don't even remember what it was. But then you go across and down to the next one, and it's like Waiomolu, something like that is the next beach over there, which you can't hike to. The older books that I had said that it was not recommended to go up and over. Now you can't go up and over at all. So if you want to go access the other beach that looks like this, the more popular one that looks like this, you got to start on its trailhead and go down. Supposedly you can still drive down to it, but it's not recommended because, you know, it's steep as all heck. So we'll walk along this for a little ways, enjoy the sun and the waves, and then we'll turn back around and go up. Huh? Just for a little bit. We can get close to the other end. And I'll turn around and do the same thing. I just want to be close to the ocean. So in summertime, this is a nice sandy black sand beach. But you know, just like in Washington, in winter the storms come and the sand gets deposited all the way out there. And then the summertime comes and the weather calms down and the sand comes back up here. And then it becomes a nice big flat sandy beach. You'll see the same thing at Rialto. In the wintertime, rocks aren't usually this big, but it's a nice gravelly beach. And then in the summertime, it's a nice sandy beach. And hopefully we'll go to Rialto this summer so I can show you the difference. And when we do go to Rialto in the summer, I'll post that right there. I was gonna walk along the beach back. You done? Okay, I'm gonna walk a little ways further, then I'll turn around and catch up to you.
We're gonna go on the sidewalk around.
It's not as fun. I'm enjoying my beachfront walk. I'm gonna walk down here. We might get a little wet. I was really hoping she'd stay on the beach going that direction when she's in the sunshine. Get a good picture of her. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh well. We're gonna walk along a little ways. That one got a little wet. Oh well. Turn around this next tree close to the water. I'll start walking along the beach. Back that way. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's gonna get a little wet. A little wet and spicy over here. We'll watch this next big wave come in from the safety of the upper perch. Should have had our lunch over here. Oh well. That was kind of wimpy. Here's a big one coming in. See the cruise ship in the sunshine now? Oh, right there. Oh. I'm gonna step away a little bit. No, we can start walking. I was hoping to get her this direction. We should be in the sunshine instead of creating shadow. But you know, she hasn't learned the full meaning of enjoying herself. But so we'll walk along the beach for another minute or two. turn it off, and we'll talk to you when we get back up to the top and run the outro. Tried to signal her to come back on the beach, but she doesn't understand or doesn't want to. Oh well. Alright, we're getting nearish to the top, so figured I'd run the outro now. It's hot. Thank you for joining us on this Cooley Outdoors adventure, where we go down the Pololu Trail to Pololu Beach on the north end of the big island of Hawaii. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Either way, please leave a comment down below. On what you did or did not like about the video, so I can make it better for next time. Ratings, accessibility. It's at the very end of one of the highways on the big island, and I could see them closing the road during rainstorms, so I'd give it like a 2. Difficulty, coming back up really sucks. I'd give it a solid 3, 3.5. It's short, but steep in the heat sucks. Enjoyment, it is a really cool freaking beach, so I'd probably give it a 3.5 or so. I do recommend coming down and checking it out, but only if you're fit enough to get down and back out. I can see why there's a lot of rescue calls on this beach, because this is not fun to come back out, and we're in pretty good shape. Other than that, we will see you at our next little adventure. Take care, aloha, and ciao.